I'm here with Bill Schweizer, the voice of the Bobcats. How long have you been the voice of the Bobcats?
Well, this is the 12th season that I'm doing this. It seems like a long time, but it goes quickly when you're having fun.
Describe what calling games was like before the TD Banknorth Sports Center was built.
You know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, hockey and basketball were both, you know, you knew you were doing college sports, but was it big time? You know, you're doing basketball games in the Burt Con court, and, you know, it's kind of like doing them in a high school gym. And the first hockey game that we ever did was, the team was playing their home games at East Haven. And we had a spot up in the corner of the rink, looking down, and you were almost in the face-off circle. And I can remember talking as guys were getting ready to do the face-off, and they turned around and looked at us because they heard what we were saying about them. So, you know, it really was not a big-time atmosphere. And then you go to Northford, and it was pretty much the same thing. You knew you were in a public rink. In the atmosphere, they got better crowds there, and it was good, but it's nothing like it is now.
Talk about the press box situation in the new arena. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's spectacular. You know, for hockey, the sight lines are great. We had a couple of adjustments that had to be made. Originally, they had to raise the floor up so that we could kind of see into the corners of the rink. But no, it really is great sight lines to call a game.
When I go to games, I notice you're not in the middle. Is there a reason why?
That's where they stuck us. You know, it's not bad. You know, you look at some of the places in the ECAC that you have to call games, and places like Colgate, Harvard, Princeton, you're at the end of the rink calling the game as it's going back and forth, and that's really difficult, especially when the play is down at the other end of the ice, to be able to call a game. But no, TD Banknorth is pretty awesome.
And you have a great seat for basketball games, too.
Yeah, basketball. I mean, you know, it's become kind of the norm to do games at courtside. You know what, it's not the greatest vantage point to call a game because, you know, you've got referees standing in front of you and you're kind of ducking around trying to see the play around the referees. Yeah, you're close to the action, there's no question about it. I would kind of like to be up a little bit higher, but it's all good.
Do you have any other suggestions or ideas for improvement of the arena?
Improvement of the arena, no. You know, they really put a lot of thought into it, and it really is a state-of-the-art place. And, you know, I've been fortunate in my life to have been able to call games and cover games in some really big-time arenas. I mean, Madison Square Garden, the old Boston Garden. But every time I walk into that place, you almost pinch yourself to say, wow, this is Quinnipiac University. This is really great.
And how much do you think the construction has helped the school grow as a whole?
Oh, tremendously. I mean, you know, people who had never even heard of Quinnipiac or never give Quinnipiac a thought are now saying, wow, I heard you got a new sports arena up there. So it really is, it's kind of the crown jewel of everything that's going on around Quinnipiac, and there's quite a bit of expansion going on. But I think the sports center is really the centerpiece.
All right, thank you for your time.
Okay.